private bank customers how to invest their money.
I think in terms of the OPR, I do expect a rate cut, maybe coming in Q2 or second half of the year. So why do I expect a rate cut? I think first, I think we take a look at the growth profile. I think it is slowing, right? While it may not slow as much as feared, right? But I think it is slowing versus last year. I'm expecting a growth rate of 4.7% this year. Of course, if the oil price is so weak, there's certainly some downside risk, but let's monitor on how the oil price side move. But why one cut at all, right? I think if you take a look at the ringgit, the real effective exchange rate for the ringgit has actually adjusted a lot last year. So that is to say monetary conditions in Malaysia is actually quite loose. But you see external demand is actually very weak, right? So if you may have a very competitive ringgit, but the fact is external demand remains quite weak, right? So you want to maybe support growth a bit on the domestic side. But if you take a look at say fiscal policy, where we'll see the PM make an adjustment on the 20th of January, you can see that there's a lot of constraint, right? Because oil revenue is down. There's a lot of multiple considerations to consider with regards to this revision. So what I'm saying is the fiscal policy lever is not, the wiggle room is very small.
Yeah.
It's hard to use a fiscal policy to boost growth as well. So that's why I think in this kind of slow growth environment, little room for the fiscal policy, no real threat of inflation really. Right? And I don't think there should be concern about household leverage rising just because of the 25 basis points rate cut. But in this sort of environment, possibly not. Right? Household leverage is already high. There's oncoming housing supply. I think sentiment is relatively more cautious as well. So I don't think a 25 basis points cut will cause excessive build-up in the household leverage there, which is already high. So overall, possibly 25 basis points may be helpful to help support growth.